Hey everybody, it's Kelsey. So I wanted to do a favorites of the year video, but trying to get all of these products in one fell swoop just was not going to work with the time that I have allotted. So I decided to break this down into a series of 3. So I'm going to cover eyes, face, and lips. So for this installment, we are going to cover face. So I've got a little helper here. What? Hello. You say hello? You say hello? Yeah. So when I apply my foundation, I do this kind of with several different products. I don't just use foundation. I don't know. I don't know how you guys do it, but this is how I do it. I think everybody kind of has their own personal preference on how they apply their stuff. But I'll talk about foundation first. So this product is a newcomer to my collection. I've been using it for a few months now, so I think that I can definitely say, even though this is like a products of the year, I can definitely put this one in that category because I absolutely love this. It is the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. So there's a few things I love about it. First of all, the packaging is absolutely beautiful. I love that it has a pump. So you just push that down and you'll get some foundation. I feel like having the pump there keeps it a little bit cleaner and it doesn't expose all of your product to bacteria like a pour out would. So I really love that you can just get a decent amount of product. And another thing that I hate about pour out foundations is you have to be so careful not to pour out too much. But I find that one pump covers my entire face. It's a fairly heavy coverage foundation. I would compare it to the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus as well as the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Probably the Double Wear Light because the Double Wear Original is the heaviest coverage foundation that I've ever used. Sorry, my kid's over there playing. So I would definitely compare this to the Matte Velvet Plus and the Double Wear Light, which are 2 of my absolute favorite of all time foundations because they work very well with my super oily skin. They keep my skin matte. They don't cake up on me, but applying it the way I do along with my moisturizer, it really shears it out just enough to where it gives me that great coverage, but it doesn't feel heavy on the face. So I would really highly recommend this foundation in particular. And speaking of moisturizer, I've been using Dermalogica for probably well over 4 years now. I love their products, and this is one of my favorites. This is the oil-free matte moisturizer. So when I go to apply my foundation, I'll put a little strip of moisturizer on the back of my hand along with 1 pump of the foundation, and then take another one of my favorites, which is the Beauty Blender, dampen it, and then I apply it all over the face. Provides great coverage. That's actually all I'm wearing. I have no concealer on today, and I feel like it gives you really good coverage. Sorry, I'm a little awkward today. I don't know why. I'm just a little off today. Anyway. So, to set all, well, here's concealer. The Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer works very well for me. I, in the past, have always stayed away from these types of concealers with the doe foot applicator because I've found that the liquid concealers are just way too sheer for me. They don't give any coverage whatsoever to my redness or splotches on my face. They definitely don't cover my super dark under eye circles. And when I blended them out, it's like all of the blending would just blend it right off. So I would be left with nothing, and there was really no point in trying to apply concealer. But I find that the Kat Von D one, I even love the applicator, the way it's shaped. because it's kind of that flat applicator. But I find that it covers very well. It's a little bit creamier. I can use this under my eyes, on my face, and I love multi-use products like that. It's very creamy, blends very well, and covers beautifully, and then it dries beautifully to a powdery finish, and I love that. Just really, really good stuff. I love Kat's collection. I find her products, I have actually not found a fail product out of all the products I've tried out of her makeup line. So she's definitely one of my go-to brands when I'm searching for new products. My setting powder is the Laura Mercier powder. I'm sure you guys have heard of this if you're in the beauty community. But I love this powder because it's very finely milled. I love that it's got the little sifter on the top, so I'll just take it and tap it on the bottom. That gives me just the right amount of powder to use. The container itself is fairly large, so you get a lot of product. I think it would take quite a while to go through one of these. Been using this for years. Absolutely love it. I know that Kat has a powder out now, but I'm definitely going to use this one until it's used up, and then I may repurchase or I may try something new because I love trying new products. For contour and highlight, I had been using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer in the original chocolate, but I have actually gone back to the drugstore to see if things have kind of changed since I was using drugstore products. And I'm so pleasantly surprised at the great quality of products the drugstore is coming out with nowadays. So I picked up the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Dual-Ended Contour Stick. So one side is your contour. I have this in the shade Light Medium. And that's all of the product. So you get a decent amount of product. And then the highlight end, I actually find is light enough to actually show up on my skin, which is incredible to me because I've always had a problem with like a matte highlighter because they just won't be light enough to even show. But this contour stick, it blends so well. It's very easy to use. It's light enough to where it won't look muddy on fair skin. And you can just blend it out to a beautiful, beautiful contour. It's very creamy. So I know it's still kind of showing a little strip there, but once you put it on your face and then use the Beauty Blender, it blends so well. I love this, and it's very inexpensive. So unless I get a wild hair and want to try something else for a powder contour, this will definitely be my go-to going into 2017 for a cream contour. Very highly recommend that. And then the last products that I want to talk about is just the kind of the brand in general. I love NARS blushes. So I've got just 2 of the blushes out of my collection along with a multiple stick. So this one in particular is one of my absolute most used blushes. It's my go-to. This is the color Sin. And it's like a really nice light plummy color with a gold sheen. I love this stuff. You can tell by the packaging it's very well loved. I will definitely repurchase this. This is one of my holy grail. OMG, I have to have this products. When I want a more matte look, I will use the color Seduction, and I don't think that they sell this one anymore, but I still have a lot of product there, and it's just a beautiful matte, kind of a rosy, darker rosy berry color. And then my NARS Multiple in G-Spot, it looks terrible. It looks absolutely terrible, but I love this blush. It's very foolproof, very easy to apply, and I highly recommend this to anybody that likes cream blushes. So that is it for this video. Be sure to look for the next 2 installments, and please hit that subscribe button. Talk to you guys later. Bye.